Art in the School is a nonprofit organization whose mission is to open the doors to learning through the visual arts. Art in the School was founded in 1985 because at that time art had been completely eliminated from the Albuquerque public school system, and unfortunately that was similar to a lot of systems across the country at that time. So a group of parents got together and founded Art in the School in order to, on a volunteer basis, go in and take fine works of art and discuss it with children and expose them to this, and then lead them in an art making activity. So that was 1985. Fast forward, it took until 2003 for the New Mexico legislature to pass the Fine Arts Act. And that was great, but it still leaves a big gap. So here it is so many years later, and in Albuquerque public schools, the kids get art every other year. It rotates with a music teacher. So there's a huge need. All the studies have shown that art reinforces the rest of the curriculum and is a vital part of quality education. But there's still a struggle in the schools. Not every school, unfortunately, has a lot of parents who are able to or willing to, for one reason or another, be volunteers at those schools. A lot of schools are very needy. Some of them have trouble even getting a parent-teacher organization going. So we saw a need there for a quality after-school program at Title I schools. And this has been really popular. This is where we raise the money to really provide everything for that program for those schools. And it's the same model, it's the same philosophy as everything we do in Art in the School, and it encompasses looking at and talking about fine works of art and then making an art project related to it. So that's been a very popular program. We provide all art supplies, and we provide highly trained teachers for that program, and we don't charge the children or the schools anything for that program. Our method of teaching art education encompasses art history and looking at and talking about great works of art, because it puts art in its cultural and historical context for children. It makes for a much richer learning experience. And when you're showing a piece of art and you're talking about where that artist lived and how they lived and why they made that art, and then get into the art making activity with the children, it becomes a really rich learning experience. So it's encompassing literature, it's encompassing social studies. We even have lessons that encompass math and science. So it can be a wonderful way to encompass the entire curriculum and really keep children engaged. Every time you sit down to create a work of art, basically you're taking your internal vision of what you would like to create and express and making that become real. And that's a skill that's really important for everybody.